What's good, YouTube? KC the Quiet Warrior here. Sorry for not uploading as frequently or as much. In this past week, school just started for me, so trying to adjust and work around, that and my work schedule and being able to do this is also so. Don't expect four uploads out of me. I'm at least try to get 2 a week, probably around the weekends, which is Friday as I'm recording this. So expect at least 2 to maybe 3 videos to drop on the weekends. Weekdays, those are for school and work. So I'm gonna just leave those, off limits. But anyways, with that being said, I ain't editing this either. This is just something to put out there. So excuse me if I'm making mistakes or anything like that. But without further ado, we gonna get straight into it. Today's video, what I want to talk about is stop trying to fit in. And if I'm looking to the side, it is because I have some notes written down. And I kind of touched on this topic not too heavily. It was something that was involved with a previous video that I made about 2 to 3 months ago on stop worrying about what other people think about you in high school. And that has something to do with this, but it's different in its own way too. But I feel like a lot of people had this problem throughout high school. This is something that was mostly prevalent with me too, especially around the 10th grade, because during the ninth grade, my freshman year, I kind of neglected having friendships or anything like that, because some of my past friendships didn't really go too well. So I really didn't want to invite anybody into my life or seek out to, meet anybody new. I was really just staying to myself, honestly, and being antisocial. I really didn't want to have any social interactions with anybody. But yeah, that's just what I think about it. Just generally in high school, probably has something to do in college too, because today with social media and movies and TVs and things like that, it's promoted, so frequently. Like, if you don't fit in, you the weird kid, or something's wrong with you, or you were born different or something like that. Um, just something to honestly belittle that person and make them feel less than. But without that, with that being said, I feel like that's where the main problem comes from. But like I said, I have some notes written down, so we gonna get straight into that. And this also involves with what I'm about to say. I feel like this stems from seeking validation from other people, not trying to love yourself, and neglecting your needs. And all of these are very similar but have their differences in their own ways. The first one, and this is the most, common thing, the most thing that people could pick up on and really, understand and get, because this is the whole thing about it. See, what you trying to fit in, it's not because you want to so you can gain more friends or anything like that. It has something to do with that, but it's a deeper meaning rooted inside of that. And it's because you are seeking validation from other people. You want to be able to brag about that, and to be able to feel good that you fit in with the popular crowd. You fit in with, all the cool kids, you're a part of that. You feel like you're a part of something. And with this, you really shouldn't even be seeking validation from anybody else. You know what I mean? You should be validating yourself from the things that you do and achieve in life by yourself. And that's something that has to do with the tips that I'm gonna get into in just a minute. But you really shouldn't be trying to seek validation from anybody anyways, because when you do this, there is no room for actual enjoyment out of what you are trying to get, because it's not within you. It's not something that you personally set out to achieve, or set out to trying to think of something that could go along with it. um Something that you work towards, you know what I mean? Because validation shall only come from yourself, from the things that you achieve in your life. That's what makes you feel good, and you give yourself big ups and props and things of that nature. But like I said, when you are always seeking out validation from other people, there's no room for actual enjoyment. It's just it's just not real. It's just not authentic. So that's one of the things that it could stem from. Another one is not trying to love yourself. And this is another key factor too, because a lot of people feel like, they have to fit in with people to be able to feel validated and love themselves as who they is. But in reality, you should already love yourself for the person you are, and accept yourself with your flaws and, your strengths and your weaknesses and things of that nature. Accept yourself as, who you are and your true nature and your true roots, and not feel like you have to, seek validation in order to feel love within yourself, when you should already be doing that, you know, on a daily basis just by yourself. You know what I mean? So I feel like that's another thing. It stems from not trying to love yourself. And the third one is neglecting your needs. And what I mean by this is, you know, you feel like you need to fit in to be able to to feel validated and to feel love. But ask yourself, why do you need to fit in? What is the need for that? Why do you want that in the first place? Because when you are neglecting that, and putting off the true needs that you need to acknowledge within yourself, you're just gonna be lost, and you're gonna be in like a identity crisis, because you're only thinking about just fitting in, and you're only thinking about serving other people, and getting validation and things of that nature. So you tend to neglect yourself and not focus on what you need as a as a person, as a human being, in your true roots, in your true nature. And like I said, it can lead to like an identity crisis and things of that nature. So that's another thing I say it could stem from. And here are some tips to stop this. Number one, spend time alone doing the things you love. When you do the things you love alone, you grow to find enjoyment in that, and not having to seek out validation from other people, and always having to be around other people to feel complete and whole within yourself. You know what I mean? Because when you start to do these things by yourself, you get true joy. You know what I mean? There's no comparison in there to block you from having that. So when you are able to find peace and joy in the things that you love to do as a person by yourself, you're overall going to be able to have a stronger mentality about yourself, and you will be able to accept yourself more because you know that you don't need to be validated by other people to feel whole and complete within yourself. So that's number one. Number two, and this is another tip that I use a lot, but it's really useful and it's really helpful, and it can help with many different things that contribute to you as a person, and what you can do to improve your life. Because when you journal, you're able to self-reflect and learn from the experience that you had. So I'm not trying to get too deep into that, because like I said, I use this one a lot. But yeah, man, just that being able to self-examine yourself and self-reflect on what happened in that moment and what you can do to change that situation. So therefore, there's room for improvement, and room for growth, so you can grow from that experience and not be stagnant and stuck. So that's tip number two. Tip number three, and like I said earlier in the video, I have a previous video that I had on this topic about 3 months ago, so I'm not going to try to get too deep into this one either. I'll try to link that down in the comment section below, or not the comment section, either the comment section or the description, either one. But number three is to stop worrying about what other people think of you. And this is the main thing that could probably make people feel so relieved, because when you are not worried about what other people think about you, the world is your oyster. You can run around and you can feel free, because you know that, you have nothing to worry about. There's nothing to worry about. There's nothing to fear over, because most of the time that you're feeling like people are acknowledging you, or worrying about what you have going on or thinking about you, 10 times out of 10, yes, 10 times out of 10, they're not. Nobody really cares what you have going on. And that's not to shun anybody or put anybody down, but in today's society, so many people are self-preserved and only focused on themselves and what they have going on. They won't even pay no mind to you or what you have going on. So most of the time that you think people are really thinking about you and worrying about you, 9 times out of, well, not 9, 10 times out of 10, they're not. And if they are, then they weird, and they need some help if they always are worrying about what you got going on. That's some stalker vibes right there. So that's number three. Like I said, I wasn't gonna try to get too deep into that one, because I already have a video discussing that topic. And the fourth and final one is to love yourself. And this one will be not too hard for me to explain, but it really just comes from within. It comes from spending time within yourself, with yourself, spending time alone, and being able to come to full acceptance of who you are, your flaws, your mistakes, your weaknesses, your strengths, your expertise, all of those things, all the flaws and the things that make you up as a person. When you grow to accept those things, you grow to not seek out for perfection. You grow to love yourself as who you are, with everything that you have going on within you. Like I said, with weaknesses, flaws, and and things of that nature. So that really just comes from fully accepting yourself in totality and not feeling that you have to be perfect and seeking out for perfection. Because when you grow to understand that perfection is an unrealistic complex perception that doesn't even exist in the world and the reality that we know, you can grow to learn and accept yourself for who you are in totality, and be able to have acceptance, like I said, of your weaknesses and flaws, and and the things that you may have, also with the strengths and your expertise. Also just being able to be your biggest fan and be your biggest supporter, even with, the ups and downsides that you have as a person. That's what I could really say about that. Yeah, that's all I could really say about that. um like I said, that's just really it, and you have to figure that out and find that out um within yourself. And there are things you can do to do this. I'm gonna try to not, get too deep into that either, but at the end of the day, it all leads up to you. And do you accept yourself as who you are, as who you are today? um I say even in the past or tomorrow, you know what I mean? Even though those events haven't took place yet, and you don't know what could happen in those events, either way, you just still accept yourself. So with all that being said, that's what I wanted to come on here and talk about. Um, Let me know if I missed anything down in the comment section below, or you can add to anything that you feel like you can do to stop trying to fit in also. But yeah, that's it. Like I said, I wasn't really gonna try to edit this. Um Expect 2 to 3 videos a week during the weekends. Like I said, with school and work, my schedule's gonna be changing around, so expect videos to drop on the weekends. And like I said, with all that being said, let me know if there's some things I missed out on, or some things you felt like I could have elaborated on better, and some key tips that you feel like you can use to stop trying to fit in. But with all that being said, make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe, and peace.